Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, we're live. Happy Friday. The What the Friday show is back, I think. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'll wait for people to come into the room. Let me know. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. All right, I'm checking on my end. Let's see. Happy Friday, everybody. We're just trying to get this technical issues on the back end sorted out. Hold on. All right, I can hear myself. All right, greetings, everybody. If you don't catch the live, I'm recording this, so I will upload it and it will replay. Happy Friday, everybody. It is August the 26th. The year is 2022, and I'm in a good mood. How's everybody doing out there? All right. Got some hot topics that I want to discuss. Nick Cannon, he's in the news as usual. Wendy Williams, I've been covering Wendy Williams for the past 2 weeks. That's my girl. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with all things Wendy Williams. And we're going to keep her lifted in prayer, regardless of what some of you feel or how some of you feel about Wendy Williams and karma and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Kareesha Please. Kareesha, Young Miami, one half of the City Girls, is doing her thing. She recently sat down with Megan Thee Stallion. That was a very interesting and giggly interview. Going to talk about that. NeNe Leakes. We got Tim Norman, all that good stuff, and whatever else I can find and throw in between. So this is a break from my normal uploads to come to you guys live, chat with you guys in real time, show love, thumbs up the video, drop your comments in the chat. If you're in here live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello as well. Okay, so where do I want to start? Let's see. Let's start with some of the boring stuff first, shall I say. Nick Cannon's having another baby. That's the long and short of it, okay? All these media outlets are reporting about Nick Cannon. What is this, baby number 9, baby number 10? I don't know. I lost track. At this point, none of them are my financial responsibility, right? So at this point, I don't even care. You know, I care about the well-being of the children, right? Because Royal B love the kids. But at this point, I don't know what Nick Cannon has got going on, and I'm not even interested because it's starting to get a little creepy. You know, I understand be fruitful and multiply, but Nick Cannon is like, he's just dropping babies like professors drop science, you know? That was so corny. But you know what I mean. I'm not here for it. And again, it's just like, what quality of life are these children going to have with you being absent? I don't know. I don't know what Nick Cannon's purpose of doing this is. It is what it is. So he's having another baby. Do I even need to go into the article? No, he's having another baby, and he this is a sport for him at this point. So good luck to Nick Cannon and the mothers, plural, of his children. Like I said, they are not my financial responsibility. So good luck. Okay. Let's see. Are we having trouble in the stream? It looks like something is going on in the stream. What's happening? I don't know. I think we're good. It keeps stopping. Again, if it stops, I am recording this, so I will upload it. Who's up next? Diddy. We're going to get through these topics real fast because I want to get to talk about my girl Wendy, NeNe, all that other stuff. Diddy recently stated that R&B is dead. And I think he did that to start a conversation. And it got the conversation started, all right? So much so that Diddy and Jermaine Dupri are going to be doing a Versus-like concert. They're not doing a Versus, like the brand Versus that Swiss Beats sold to Triller, is it? Is that who they sold it to? So it's not an official Versus, but it's like a concert where the two of them come together and show each other love and play all their hits. To be honest with you, this is going to be a draw, in my opinion. I know some people think like Jermaine Dupri would smoke Diddy, but both of them have music or produce music for Mariah Carey. So that's a draw right there, right? So both of them, you know, have worked with Mariah Carey, produced records for Mariah Carey. So I think that that's going to be an interesting concert. I also think that I think the turnout for that is going to be good. I would love to see Jermaine Dupri and Diddy live. You know, who are they going to bring out? That's going to be dope. So this is supposed to be taking place in Atlanta. But anyway, so Diddy started the conversation by saying that R&B music is dead, right? So after all of this participation from R&B artists, Chris Brown got in the conversation, and he was, posted to his social media saying that, R&B is not dead. People are just ugly or something like that. Mary J. Blige got on live with Diddy and say, how can you say R&B is dead when you got Chris Brown? Now, I've said in multiple videos and in personal conversations that Chris Brown has been carrying R&B on his back for the last several years, okay? So I don't know. I understand what Diddy meant, and it's a good conversation starter because I'm always down for a good R&B, hip-hop, rap, debate, friendly debate. So what ended up happening is Diddy, he actually got Billboard to make the R&B charts public for the first time ever, right? So Diddy, he tweeted, Billboard, why was R&B and hip-hop put on the same chart to compete with each other? Can someone in charge over there explain to us why? So Billboard responded, and they were like, you know what, Diddy, that's a great question. Thanks for sharing your perspective with us in our conversation this week, blah, blah, blah. So now Billboard is going to make the R&B charts public. How do I feel about that? I don't want to say I don't care because I am a lover of the culture of hip hop, R&B music, and rap, right? So I think that this is good. It's probably gonna light a fire under R&B artists behind because everybody wants to chart. Everybody wants the number one. They want that coveted number one spot. They definitely want to be in the top 5, top 20. They want to see their work on the charts. So I'm here for it. Diddy, after all these years, however you may feel about him, he definitely still has impact, and it's good to see in the music business, okay? His personal life, that's a different story, but it's good to see that he's still, got people out here moving and shaking and things like that. So shout out to Diddy for that. I'm not mad at it. We can't deny Bad Boy era was definitely one for the books, okay? Let's see, who is up next? Oh, Tim Norman and Miss Robbie. Now, if you guys are not aware, Miss Robbie Montgomery from Welcome to Sweetie Pies, right? She is suing a YouTuber, and she's citing defamation of character. There is a YouTube content creator who had a phone conversation with an individual who claims to know Miss Robbie and Miss Robbie's family, and made some remarks and some accusations about Miss Robbie and the family and Tim Norman. And Miss Robbie didn't like that. So she is now suing the YouTube content creator for defamation. I don't think that this is a smart move. I've done a video about this, given my commentary on this as well. I don't think that this is a good time for you to be suing YouTube content creators. It makes absolutely no sense. In my opinion, I think you got bigger fish to fry. Your son, the feds is dropping, evidence like crazy. You stated that you're supporting your son. It's not really looking good. All of Tim Norman's alleged accomplices, well, not even alleged, but his accomplices have pointed the finger at him and said that he was the one that orchestrated this, and they themselves have pleaded guilty. So you're out here, Miss Robbie, suing a YouTube content creator because she had a guest on her show who claimed to know you, and you didn't like what she had to say. So whatever, it is what it is. This is a litigious society. Everybody wants to sue everybody. Every time you turn around, somebody's suing somebody for something. Anywho, why is Tim Norman's picture on the screen? Well, Tim Norman recently was placed in solitary confinement because he was found in violation of for using his lawyer's cell phone, whatever. They threw him in solitary confinement. And now it is being said that there are text messages that were sent to Miss Robbie from Andre, the dearly departed, right? Who is Miss Robbie's grandson and Tim's nephew. And in those text messages allegedly state that Andre was afraid and saying that Tim Norman was after him, Okay. So now it is being debated whether or not that can be used as evidence in this upcoming trial. So again, Miss Robbie is suing a YouTuber when I think that she should be laying low. And if she's going to stick by her son's side, then so be it. Okay. I think we lost the stream. It's all right. These technical difficulties happen. Make sure you're liking the video if you're watching the replay. If you're in here live and you're just joining, welcome. Happy Friday. What the Friday Show is back. If you're an OG, then you know What the Friday Show, what it's all about. Anyway, continuing on. Tim Norman, I have no words for this human being. I'm ready for the trial to start. The trial is set to begin September 6th. I'm ready for the trial to start. And this be done and over with so that Andre's poor mother can have closure, for Pete's sake. Okay, I'm curious to see what is actually going to become of this defamation lawsuit that Miss Robbie has filed against this YouTube content creator, Eats with Philly Phil. I'm supporting Eats with Philly Phil. I understand that some people may not have liked what her guests say about Miss Robbie, but I just think that whoever's advising Miss Robbie to take legal action in the form of a lawsuit for defamation of character against this YouTuber, if you watch the video in its entirety, then you know why I'm kind of like, who would advise her to do this at this time? Do you think that you're going to get sympathy? No offense, but your son tarnished your brand and your reputation when news of him allegedly orchestrating for his nephew to be taken out hit the streets and hit the media. So I think you should be laying low, Miss Robbie. But then again, you do what you want to do. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. What do you think? Again, you can sue whoever you want to sue, but does it make sense? It just doesn't make sense right now. And either way, if you lose, if it gets thrown out, your lawyer is going to get paid. If it goes on to trial and whatever, the lawyer is going to get paid. So this is a win for the lawyer. All right, who's up next on my list? Who is up next? I think we're going to go to Kareesha Please. Did you guys watch episode 4 of Kareesha Please on the Revolt YouTube channel? I did. So one half of the City Girls, Young Miami, her real name is Kareesha Brownlee. Kareesha Please is the name of her podcast. She's doing very well, okay, in my opinion. I think that she's very personable. She has a fun, outgoing personality. She's friendly, easy to talk to. She's not stuffy and robotic and scripted. I think she understands how to have conversations with people, and she's really interested in having conversations with people. And I think all 4 of these episodes that have aired thus far, I think she's doing a great job. So kudos to her. Her recent guest, Megan Thee Stallion. Now, in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest. All right, all the flirting and the lovey-dovey talk, it was like, all right, ladies with the gigglies, like, come on. But you could tell that they're really cool in real life, and it could be probably a little awkward to like kind of interview your friend because you have private conversations behind the scenes, and then you have to get on camera and be very, professional. I'll tell you one darn thing: that Megan Thee Stallion is media trained down. Like, she is very articulate, and it could be her personality as well. She's well-spoken, well-traveled. This girl just came back from tour. She was overseas. She said she had the time of her life. She had fun. I love seeing that. Her being a young woman and also an artist, her traveling, get outside of the United States, and see how other people do, other cultures do things, how other countries operate. So that's really good that in her young age that she's getting to experience that as a younger artist. And Megan is a hard worker. So this was really good. I enjoyed the interview. It was like, a little giggly and like, okay, move past the flirting or whatever. And I guess Kareesha now is openly bisexual because she said that she's bisexual. Whatever. That could change next week. But yeah, so I like the chemistry between the two of them. They did touch on not being petty and, working with people and staying out of beefs. If you know what's going on, then you know what they were kind of dancing around. But the way that they handled it was very mature. I like seeing the rap girlies get along, or the girls in the industry, the socialites getting along. I do. I just like seeing, especially, young black women. Everybody's not always going to get along. I get that. Okay. It's not going to be all honky dory and peaches and cream. But when it is, I like seeing it. Two women who are in their own lane, successful in their own lane, right? And doing their thing. So this was good. Megan touched a little bit on, she didn't get too deep, right? She touched on her mental health. She talked about a little bit about her album, couple of songs that were on the album. So it was a shorter interview. I think this was the shortest, or Diddy was the shortest. This was the second shortest. Diddy, with the first episode with Diddy, was the shortest. But I don't know, I liked it. Like, they were just cool. Like, it wasn't stuffy and fake and forced. That's the word that I'm looking for. It wasn't a forced interaction. Fun fact about me, I hate forced interactions. If I don't have to speak, if you don't want to speak, don't speak. I don't like when people feel like they're forced to speak, and I don't like to be forced to speak to people. I just rather not. It's so awkward. Anyway, but it wasn't forced. It was pretty dope, pretty cool. What did you guys think? If you haven't seen it, I think they should be at a million views now. She's trending higher than Drink Champs, which is good. For a new show, that's you beating out an OG. So shout out to Kareesha Please and Kareesha, aka Young Miami. Megan Thee Stallion did say, I thought this was funny. She did say that the only person that didn't send their verse back or didn't respond back to her that she wanted on the album was JT. I mean, I don't know. JT probably didn't want to be bothered. Nothing personal, or could it be that because JT is cool with Nicki Minaj, maybe she felt like, no, I'm going to be with Team Nicki. If you know that whole thing that's going on between Meg and Nicki Minaj. That's a whole different topic for a different day, okay? Too deep, too much to get into. So I liked it. They were very comfortable with each other. They talked about sex. They talked about mental health. They talked about being in the industry. And I do like the mature approach of I try to stay out of the beef. You know what I'm saying? It's business. These girls are young. Do your thing, make a mark, solidify your legacy, get that bag, and just stay out of the drama. So I liked it. It was fairly quick, but I did enjoy it. I have to say my favorite, which was maybe the first one, episode 1 with Diddy, probably was my favorite because it was so cringe, but not in a bad way, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, moving along. Who's up next on the roster? Okay. Lanithia NeNe Leakes. Okay. She has been in the news last week, this week. Very, very interesting. So NeNe Leakes. First, let's go back to NeNe and this BBL. Okay. I did a video on it and showed the video that was on NeNe's Instagram page where she is an ambassador for this plastic surgery facility. Is that what it's called? That's safe to say. Anyway, I don't think NeNe had any work done personally, but she said she did. She said she had a professional BBL. So she is the ambassador for this particular doctor and the doctor's office. So she was filmed in there, laying in the bed, seemingly going into surgery. So that was one thing. The second thing that NeNe was in the news for this last week and this week is this lawsuit that she had with NBC, Universal, Bravo, Andy, and all of them was dismissed. Okay. It's being said that NeNe Leakes dropped the lawsuit because she got paid. Some people don't believe that she got paid because what the lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice. Am I saying that right? With prejudice, meaning she can sue at a later date, right? I read the articles. I can't go back and find the articles now. That's why I'm lazy today. That's why I just have the picture up. I would not be surprised if she got a bag under the table. I think I said this in the previous video. I think that she got paid under the table. And shout out to everybody who is liking the video. I greatly appreciate it. I think she got a bag under the table. There's wild numbers being thrown out. There's like 20. Some people are saying she got paid over $1 million. Some people saying in the tens of the 20s of thousands. And I don't know. But I do think that she got a bag to be quiet. And I would not be surprised if we see NeNe on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do I think NeNe should return to RHOA? No. But if she did, I wouldn't be mad, okay? So, I don't know. Who knows? Anything is possible. NeNe is not saying anything. Andy is not saying anything. NBC Universal, Truly Original, and all of them other folks have not given any statements. But I think, in my opinion, I do think that she was paid something to hush. And maybe a contract under the table was signed. She signed something. They didn't go through the courts. Listen, these people have enough connections and enough money to do things the way that they want to do things. So a lot of people don't believe it. They say no. They think that she dismissed it and she's going to go back and sue them again. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Let me see. All right. All right, let me see what else is next. I'm getting through these topics quick. Okay. I might use StreamYard next time, y'all, because I don't know. I don't think the connection is holding with OBS. That's what I'm using. All right, speaking of housewives, okay, I also talked about this week, in this week's news, the fashions for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 reunion, okay? So some of you shared your opinion. Someone's in the comments of the previous video. Shout out to you. Forgive me for not remembering your name. Someone picked Drew Sidora as their favorite from head to toe, okay? Yeah, Drew looked nice. I think Kenya is best dressed, in my opinion, because the structure of the dress is different, okay? It doesn't look bad. I would like to see the back. I wish they showed front and back of the dresses. Worst to me is Marlo and Sanya. Sorry, Sanya. You didn't hit the mark with this. And you're a freshman, you're a newbie in the game. Like, come on. You gotta come to the carpet hard. Candy never nails her reunion looks, especially with the hair. No offense to whoever did her hair, but it's never giving. Never, ever giving. Sheree looks nice. I did say before that I would like to see the back of the dress because I want to know what that sash, that little patch on the side is giving. Sheree's hair and makeup look great. Actually, I like Kenya's hair, but for some reason, I don't know why I don't like it with that dress. Her hair looks great, but with the dress, I don't know. I would have liked to see something a little bit more sleek and tamed, right? Is that the word that I'm looking? Yeah, sleek and tamed. Drew Sidora looks nice. I do think Drew Sidora has on too much makeup. But yeah, Drew looks classy with the gloves. Yeah, she's giving like old Hollywood glam. So this is a better, that's Candy. Yeah, it's a no for me. Candy, it's a no. It's a no. It's an absolute no for Marlo. I don't get it. Marlo, what was this? I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't even fit Marlo's personality. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Kenya, like I said, I liked Kenya's, the construction and the design of her dress. Very unique. The colors are okay. Sheree looks nice. Her hair and makeup look beautiful. And Sheree serving body as usual. Drew Sidora. I did say in the original video that it's giving pageant / senior prom material. But she looks good. She looks good. The makeup is very heavy. But she looks good. Her hair looks nice. Absolutely not. Absolute Sanya. Absolute Sanya. No. No, I just no. Just no. Very beautiful woman, but no. It's giving very much no. So what do you guys think? Who was your favorite? I'm more interested in the drama that's gonna take place on the reunion. I want to see if Marlo is gonna fight for her peach. Marlo is bringing drama, yes, but Marlo, I don't know, Marlo. I don't know. you're not peaching. Your peach ain't peaching, and hitting below the belt and not picking and choosing her battles wisely. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Marlo. She must have been dealing with a lot. I can totally understand. All right, y'all. We winding down. Now, if you are new to this channel, welcome. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. Okay, this month, I think we've increased by over 100 subscribers. So welcome to the new Royal Family members. All right. To my regulars. Okay. You guys know I love Wendy down. Okay. This might sound repetitive to some, but my very first video on this channel, March 2019, was Wendy Williams admits that she is in a sober house, right? I'm from Jersey, just like Wendy, and I grew up listening to Wendy. Like, I actually grew up listening to Wendy on the radio. I know a lot of people say that, but then you realize Wendy's show wasn't even broadcasting in the state or the region that you lived in. So how did you grow up listening to Wendy? But I actually came home from school, and I used to turn on the radio and listen to Wendy on the phone with my friends while we were doing homework and listening to things that we probably should not have been listening to. Okay. Anyway, I like Wendy. I love Wendy. I know a lot of people don't like Wendy. A lot of people have been using the word karma when it comes to Wendy. That is all totally fine. But I am here to tell you that this is very sad for me, and I'm sure others too, to witness Wendy Williams, the Wendy Williams, in this state. Okay, it's very disheartening, it's frightening, and it's just shocking. And sometimes when I am looking up information or seeing things trending, I'm nervous when I see Wendy Williams and I see an article was posted maybe like 3 hours ago at the time that I, looked this stuff up, because I'm afraid of what is going to follow after the words Wendy Williams. You get what I'm saying? So let me go back, because I know some of you have watched my videos. So this is going to be repetitive to some of you, okay, and others not. August 17th, that day, there were 3 or 4 articles, different articles. That's when the Hollywood Reporter, I think, article came out. And then everybody started posting, every other media outlet started posting little clips or pieces from the Hollywood Reporter. But that expose just set everything off as it pertains to these articles flooding the social media and flooding the internet. 3 different articles came out on August 17th. And I'm like, wait a minute. Ex-staffers coming out saying that they found empty bottles of liquor in the studio. This one saying that Wendy did this. When she went to her apartment, she was a mess and she was incoherent. Everyone all of a sudden wanted to come out with their story. August 17th. I'm remembering that day. And ever since then, it's just been a mess. Now, LaShawn Thomas is a lawyer for Wendy's ex-husband. She once represented Wendy. She attempted to go into a Wells Fargo branch in Florida with Wendy and her son to get some sort of resolve and access to her money. LaShawn Thomas said that a judge ordered her to stay away from Wendy Williams, and if she doesn't, she will be disbarred. She will lose. What would cause a judge to say to a lawyer, if you don't stay away from Wendy Williams, your law license is going to be revoked? Wendy Williams didn't file a restraining order against LaShawn Thomas. Wendy Williams didn't say LaShawn Thomas is harassing me. So what would LaShawn Thomas goes on to say, she can't be bought and Wendy is being isolated. These are all the videos that I've done last week and this week. Then they're accusing her son of using her American Express card without her authorization. I knew that was a crock of BS, because I said to myself, Wendy gives that boy whatever he wants from the time he was born. And I'm sure he's probably listed as an authorized user on that card. Okay. And they're basically insinuating that after he made this purchase on her Amex, that's when Wells Fargo decided to freeze her accounts. Now, Lori Schiller, who was the account manager for Wells Fargo for Wendy Williams, is being called into question. I just think that everybody around Wendy, these people who had access to her money and her assets, I think that they are the ones that are screwing her over. This is my opinion, okay? I think that they're taking advantage of her. I don't think that they wish her well, and it shows. Last night, I recorded a video, and there was a video that showed Wendy Williams stepping out of her apartment, getting into a cab, going to a liquor store, having the cab driver go into the liquor store, buy a bottle of Kettle One vodka. Wendy herself went into a store where she seemingly bought cigarettes. That's what it looked like. Some people in the comments were like, when has it been a crime for a grown woman to buy cigarettes and alcohol? Never stated that in my video. Never said it was a crime. But I will tell you what is a cause for concern. A woman who has thyroid disease, and because of that thyroid disease has a whole host of other health issues. I've said this multiple times in older videos, and I don't think some people, not to no fault of their own, maybe, don't understand that when you have thyroid disease, whether you have hypo or hyperthyroidism, that can set off a whole host of other things internally, okay? Look up the thyroid gland and read up on what it can control and the damage that it can cause to other organs if you have an issue with your thyroid, okay? So someone who has thyroid disease, and as a result of that has lymphedema, Graves' disease, and God knows whatever else, should refrain from drinking vodka or any alcoholic beverage, and should certainly refrain from smoking anything with nicotine and tobacco. So no, it's not a crime for Wendy Williams to be going to the store. Yes, she is a grown woman. She's also a famous woman, a single woman. So her actually going out with no security is a little bit concerning. Is it a crime? No. Is it concerning? Yes, very much so. So the video that I did last night basically showed Wendy Williams. Obviously, the photographer was following her, you know. They followed her coming out of her apartment. They followed her getting out of the cab when she actually reached the store. Wendy Williams looked kind of bizarre and out of it. I don't know if she was under the influence of anything. But to see Wendy Williams hopping in a cab by herself and going to the store is odd for Wendy Williams, because that's not something that she normally has. A driver. She has somebody accompanying her out of her building. And this was like around 8 o'clock at night. It was being reported. So, you know, if she's consuming alcohol and say, hey, she could have been buying it for someone. I did say that, you know, but if she's consuming alcohol and smoking cigarettes, that's bad. It's bad for her health. It is her already seemingly declining health. And that definitely isn't good. So as far as today goes, I mean, Page 6 is reporting that Wendy Williams is left to die by ex-financial advisor. This is what the former attorney claims. So LaShawn Thomas is the former attorney that has been banned from speaking to Wendy Williams. I just still don't get it. A judge can ban you as a lawyer from speaking with your client and tell you if you communicate with her, you're going to be disbarred. That sounds like some industry stuff going on. Anyway, I've already said too much. So LaShawn Thomas, she tells Page 6 exclusively in a lengthy statement that Wells Fargo financial advisor Lori Schiller, who no longer works for Wendy Williams, but is embroiled in her lawsuit against the bank, is attempting to muddy the waters, quote unquote, by allegedly contributing to a false report that Williams's son misused her Amex credit card. Let me pause here. I don't remember which video it was, but I said in one of my videos previously, most recently, that Kevin Hunter, Big Kev, Wendy's ex-husband, you guys remember when he did the IG video? It was like an hour or so long, and he was just kind of dancing around certain things, and he kind of admitted that, you know, he wanted more kids, and I guess that's his way of justifying stepping out on Wendy. But whatever. We're not going to go down that road. The only thing that stuck out to me, that stayed with me, was when Big Kev said, "Watch, they're gonna try to make my son look like a criminal or something like that. Like they're gonna try to accuse him of, they're gonna like, these are not his exact words, but basically what he said was, they're gonna try to tarnish little Kev's image and make it seem like he's taking advantage of his mother." That is the only thing that stuck out to me during his live, after his live. And I thought I had that live video saved. He did this months ago, but apparently I don't. Okay. And I wish I could find it so that I can play that particular part. And that's why when I saw this article come out about them insinuating that little Kev is misusing his mother's credit card, my antennas went up. And I said, yeah, they're trying to make everyone around her who may have her best interests look like they're vultures. And the people who really are the vultures, we're not hearing anything about. Now her son, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. So LaShawn Thomas basically said that, the Wells Fargo financial advisor, Lori Schiller, she refused to grant Wendy Williams access to her account. So when they went into the bank, LaShawn was just like, we need to speak to a manager. We're, trying to get some things resolved. They called Lori Schiller. Lori said, "I'm not talking to Wendy unless she is alone." Wendy was like, "Okay, well, I understand that you don't want to talk in front of my son, but why can't my lawyer be here?" Who was LaShawn Thomas. Lori Schiller said, "If I don't talk to you by yourself, Wendy, I'm not talking to you at all," which I find to be odd. So I don't know. I just don't really know exactly what's going on. We can make speculations. We can insinuate, but LaShawn Thomas is talking. She explains that because Wendy Williams had no access to any of her funds, she was forced to use her American Express for all of her living expenses, including flights to and from New York for doctor's appointments, groceries, and since her health has taken a turn, her son, Kevin Jr., he has tried to step in to help her, both mentally and physically, with the assistance of a team of doctors. This is according to LaShawn Thomas. Now, LaShawn also said that when Wendy Williams was in Florida, she was doing much better. She was on the road to recovery. But once she got back to New York, things changed. I just think that it kind of makes me wonder, does Wendy still have all her money, number one? Number two, there's a guardian that was appointed over her finances. Who the heck is that? This person is unknown. I'm wondering if it's somebody close to her who shouldn't be trusted. I'll keep that one to myself. We'll just see how this plays out. But it is absolutely positively sad to see this. And like I said, I get it. A lot of people don't like Wendy Williams. Oh, this is her karma. This is what she gets. Whatever. You think what you want to think. It's still, you're entitled to your opinion. It's still unfortunate to see anybody getting taken advantage of. Wendy Williams didn't financially take advantage of anybody, to my knowledge anyway, right? So it's like, is that fair that this is happening? Who knows? I think that her legacy is being tarnished intentionally to possibly make it easy for us to forget about her. This is just an assumption. I'm not even going to say, I was about to say something. I was about to say this is reminiscent of blank blank, but I'm not even going to put that out there, right? I just don't like the way that this is going. This feeling is eerie. Like I said, August 17th, that day, those 3 articles came out. It was really, really eerie. And I'm saying, why are these execs talking now? And I wonder if Big Kev, still has that lawsuit against Debmar Mercury for wrongful termination. I don't hear much of anything about that. So I don't know, y'all. This is just, it's really eerie, it's just really, really eerie. And it's reminiscent of a lot, like I said, reminiscent of a lot of things and people that we've seen this happen to in the past. And I just really hope that Wendy doesn't meet the same fate. it's just sad. It really is, and it's unfortunate. I understand what people mean. When they say, "Oh, this is her karma." I get all of that, but at the end of the day, like, what about her son? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mom. Like, he has to see all of this. He's probably worried, sick, scared. Has to see his mother, like, not accustomed to seeing his mother in this state. I don't know. It's really, really unfortunate. But these articles that are coming out, they're just scarier by the day. He's just scarier. And then this guy, Will Selby, who was supposed to be her manager, it's funny. Like, I don't hear him he doesn't really give much of any statements. He just keeps saying he's working with the banks to try to sort things out. Why are you working with the banks? I thought you were supposed to be facilitating her getting a podcast, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think anybody should be trying to get Wendy on the radio or back on TV. Absolutely. Look at her. When we see her, she is not in her right mind. What podcast? Absolutely not. So I guess I wonder how everyone feels about Big Kev now, because before everyone was saying Big Kev is stealing her money. He's the one that's setting her up to kill her. How do y'all feel now? It's crazy. It's kind of like a hidden in plain sight type of thing. Like, it's too obvious that you would blame the ex-husband who cheated and had a baby, while they were married. But I just don't think it's him. Anything's possible, but I really don't think it's him. And I think that he probably has tried to help, because it seems like he tried to help in the past, but I think he probably was threatened, like, listen, if you don't mind your business and back up, you're going to face some consequences. So it appears as though he's not doing anything, but who knows? Maybe his hands are tied. Look at LaShawn Thomas. She's a lawyer, right? She was trying to help Wendy, and only for a judge allegedly to tell her, stay away from Wendy or you're going to lose your license. Like, what? How does that happen? Well, it was in Florida. Anything goes down there in Florida. So this Page 6 article, I don't even want to read anymore. It's just really unfortunate. We've just seen like a rapid decline in Wendy, and all of a sudden everybody's coming out, releasing this information and exclusive this, and, ex-staffers speak out. Now everyone is speaking out, but they're not speaking out in a way that's beneficial to her. None of these people say, hey, we tried to get her into rehab, or nothing. I don't know. I have my theories, but like I said, some of them I will keep to myself. Let me see. Oh, this article goes on to say that LaShawn Thomas, she confirms that Lori Schiller, out of nowhere, informed Kevin Jr., that she could no longer speak with him without Wendy's written authorization because a verbal one was no longer sufficient. So it's like they're trying to push her son out of the way. Because, she's divorced now, so her next of kin would be her son, right? Nope. They're trying to tarnish his name, get him up out of here. My Lord have mercy. This is really sad, y'all. So tell me what you guys think. And please, I know some of you are going to be like, well, this is Wendy's karma. I don't feel sorry for her. I'm tired of hearing about Wendy. All right. But, have some sort of empathy for the woman. This is somebody's mama. You know what I'm saying? Just think about little Kev, So that's all I got, y'all. Ain't got no more. I didn't want to end on such a heavy note. Hopefully this stream held up long enough for me to be able to post this. If not, I'll just put it up as a replay. For those of you who were in here, I can't see your comments at all. But thank you for the likes. Thank you for your participation. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm signing off. Be sure to check out the other videos on the channel. Like this video if you haven't done so. Drop your comments. Did you see, just a quick recap, did you see Kareesha Please with Meg Thee Stallion? What do you think about Meg Thee Stallion's new album? Y'all listen to Traumazine? Is that the name of it? I only heard like 2 or 3 songs. I haven't sat and actually let the entire album play. I'm in no rush. No shade to Megan, but I like Megan Thee Stallion. I'm in no rush. If you've listened to it, what do you think? What do you think about Diddy? Is R&B dead? Do you think that that's a great conversation? That's a great kitchen table talk conversation to have, to be honest with you. Nick Cannon, do you care that he's having his 5011th baby? I'm hoping that the baby is happy and healthy, but unless I can claim any one of those cannons on my taxes, I don't care. NeNe Leakes, do you think that she got a bag under the table? Would you want to see NeNe Leakes back on RHOA? What do you think of the season 14 of Real Housewives of Atlanta fashions? Do you care? Are you even watching? I'm watching, but I don't care enough to review it. I'm just waiting for the reunion. The reunion probably will be more interesting to review than the season. The season is not giving me like at all. It's just like, oh boy, you know. So yeah. That's it, y'all. I am signing off. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Friday. Probably by the time that this is re-uploaded, it will not be Friday. But happy Friday to those of you who joined and liked the video. I greatly appreciate it. I love you for watching. I'm signing off. And as always, until next time, folks, peace.